Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you awkwardly saw me grabbing for my notebooks, which I should have had already set up, and for some reason, these past couple weeks, I just can't seem to have them organized. Um, Welcome to episode 53 of A Knight's Ransom. After having issues getting to Watandi, particularly of the Kraken variety, the party has successfully made it. Docked, safe, sound, and somebody heading directly to the Temple of Aphrodite to get all of the salt taken out of their leaves. Okay, new we have new merch. So if you want to check out our brand new merch, head on over to the Twitch chat, hit !merch, and it'll pull up our merch store. We've got 3 new glasses, right, Otter? We've got 3 new glasses. They're gorgeous. If you remember at the end of every one of my sessions, I say roar for initiative. We have that on t-shirts and whatnot. It is now available on a glass. As always, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Effects May Vary, who is a local band here in Toronto, as well as our Patreon supporters for supporting us on Patreon, specifically Mama Bear, who you see in tonight's game. In addition to that, we have Saturday night still coming around. We are finalizing the last little bits that we need to do for that. We are hoping to see the start of that in the next couple weeks. If you are not part of our Discord and want to see updates as well as other various fun things that we may have on the go at any given time, you should definitely hit !Discord and join our Discord server. Okay, I think that's everything. So why don't we hop right on into game? All right, party. When you wake after your long rest, Fred, nobody is currently suffering from a point of exhaustion. And if I'm not mistaken, everybody should have leveled up after fighting the Kraken. Right? No?
Mm-mm.
No, you leveled up after the bone claws. You leveled up after the bone claws. Right. This is all appropriately leveled stuff for you. I'm not trying to kill you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not me panicking like, I didn't level up. Shit.
Yeah, me too.
Big same.
Okay. So you're in Watandi. You are in a capital city. So what would you guys like to do while in the capital city of Watandi?
Well, I would have spent my night of quote-unquote light activity / rest, because, sleep really isn't super important. Just reading the books I have, or that I was given, and waiting for the party to wake up so we could go check in on Fred.
You stayed by the fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm just vibing, reading this mining and polishing for gem setting book, this History of the Titans book, and the air quotes historical romance book until the party wakes up.
Yes, the air quotes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Air quotes are important. All right. Party. For those of you who were sleeping, you've woken up without a point of exhaustion. You are fed breakfast by, how the hell did I pronounce them last time? By Kokol and, Golorin, who are, once again happy to trade a meal for, more stories, if you have any to share. Like I said, they live vicariously through their patrons and the people who join them at the bar, at the tavern, inn, whatever the hell it winds up being called. Is there anything that you would like, while you are here in town, that you may not be able to get on the road?
Fred would like to find a cloak.
A cloak? Shit, we talked about this. Did I make a decision on that? Did I say I was going to think about it?
Yep.
You know what I didn't do?
You didn't think about it.
Oh, no, I did not.
Thinking about it now.
Thinking about it right now, though.
What kind of cloak? Just
yeah, Fred, what kind of cloak were you looking for the rest of the players at home while I quickly look up what the hell you wanted?
I wanted a cloak of protection. Something to help me. To up my AC.
Ooh, finding a magic shop here could be fun. We could go shopping.
But it has to be green.
But also, you're at a different place than me, so we can't really talk right now, so I'm not going to say shit.
Yes, I would have definitely spent the night at the temple.
Well, I'm all for finding cloaks of protections. That would be useful.
Okay, so we are looking for a magic shop then.
Mm-hmm. The party will find me in the morning trying to heavily paraphrase stories for the owners so that, it is
You're
palatable.
not there all day?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, everyone, you're awake. If I could make facial expressions, you'd see like a save me face on Orion.
Okay. Fred, you had been left with clear instructions on where to find them after you had parted ways. And you arrived You arrived just basically as everybody else was getting downstairs. And when you arrive, the two dwarves introduce themselves as Kokol and Golorin, and ask if you know their dear darling Karasef.
Well, of course I know Karasef.
Do you have any stories about him that you could share with us?
He's a great friend. A great protector. I don't know what I'd do without them. And she will tell one of the stories of Fred or Karasef saving her ass.
You are offered a meal in exchange for the story.
Thank you.
And then, they, after you have all reconvened, everybody has eaten whatever it is that they desire for the morning out of what is available, both vegetarian and omnivore options available. And you have agreed that you want to go try and find a magic shop.
Yeah, Karasef, do you know of any shops in the area that might sell magical goods?
Mirai, do I know of any shops in the area that might sell magical goods?
You do!
You know, Orion? Matter of fact, I do.
You know of a place called the Palindrome.
And I know this great place. It's not far from here. It's starts with a P. The place, no. The palindrome. There you go.
Well, let's be off then. Sounds interesting.
Anyone else want to go shopping?
Sure.
Lead the way, Karasef.
Following Karasef through the winding streets of Watandi, you realize that unlike most other cities, where it's laid out in a very predictable grid pattern, Watandi seem to have been built directly around the suburbs themselves. And they do all seem to be. I'm trying to think of. For the U.S. people here, think of it like New York, where it's Watandi, but then you've also got subsections like Brooklyn and Manhattan and whatnot. They're split into little suburbs in the city.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, where you know that Manhattan and Brooklyn belong to New York City, but they are their own thing, and you always say, I'm from Brooklyn, not I'm from New York City. Like, for example, I technically live in Toronto, but if anybody asks, I say I live in Etobicoke.
Bless you.
Yeah, you should see how it's spelled.
It's not that hard.
Because it's definitely not pronounced how it's spelled. I feel like I'm living in Massachusetts, where nothing is pronounced how it's spelled. Anyway, that's derailing from that. So the you kind of move through the suburbs, and they're all laid out a little differently. But you eventually find the palindrome. Karasef, the palindrome has changed quite a bit since the last time you were there. No longer the dark and dreary facade that you remember. It's more open more welcoming.
This is
Oh, this
friendlier
is
than I
great.
was thinking.
What does the shop look like?
As you step in, it is sort of not awash with color, but it's filled with what feels like life. Some of these magic items move and sort of clunk a little bit across some of the surfaces where they're sitting. There are a couple books that sort of just shake and rattle in their binds. There are armor racks with what appears to be magical items of some kind. Back behind the counter, up against the wall, is racks upon racks of weaponry. And as you step in and get further in, Orion, I need you to give me a perception check, please, sir.
Oh. Okay. We're going to do these ones tonight.
Oh, and everybody do please remember about your godly boons, because I'm not gonna fucking remember.
Yep, I got it on my character sheet.
Added it to my protections.
I have it in my notes.
With advantage because of the cloak. That is a 19 plus 2 for 21.
Okay. You didn't hear them coming. Matter of fact, the only reason you saw them is because of your cloak. Because they dropped down behind you from the ceiling.
I don't turn, but say hello. How are you today?
Sorry, could you repeat that, Otter? I think my internet cut out for just a hot second.
Yeah, you froze for like half a second. I said I don't turn around, but I address them. Hello, how are you today?
I am good. How may I help you and your companions today? And you watch, as this man speaks, his cheeks split. Because I cannot be bullied into culture any harder than you fuckers did.
The moment I realize that this is who the race that it is.
Yes, when you realize that this is another spider folk.
Yes. Me remembering what you called the language, Arachnia.
Arachnia.
I greet them in their native tongue.
He looks surprised. Now, if I remember correctly, you only know how to say hello.
Oh no, that is one of the languages I took when I did linguist for a feat.
Right.
So I am fluent as of the time skip.
Okay, perfect. You guys have a chittering conversation. Nobody else in the party understands a damn word that's being said.
Orion's at it again.
Oh, pardon me. I switched back to common. My friends were hoping to do some shopping while we were in town, and I just kind of gestured towards the party. I'm just gonna look around.
Yeah. He introduces himself as Rick X, Rikex, Rick X, and then regards all of you, curious as to what you're looking for. Sasha, as you glance up, you realize that there are more items on the ceiling.
Oh.
Appearing to be stuck there by spider silk.
I'll point it out to whoever is closest to me.
That'll be
Sorry.
Karasef.
I'll just like nudge Karasef with my elbow and then nod up.
Just gonna look up, be like, oh, just move on. Be like, that's a perfectly normal thing.
Rickex is looking at you. What do you want? He can't tell you if he has it if nobody says anything.
I'm looking for a cloak.
He scurries. Well, I say scurries, but I mean he's moving forward a little bit quick, and he looms over you, Fred. Although to be honest, that's not hard to do. You're kind of short.
I know.
But he is almost on par with Sasha's height.
I kind of take a step back and towards Karasef and Sasha.
But he sort of just like walks around you as if determining what sort of cloak he might be able to have in your size. And what would you like the cloak to do, my dear?
Just to give me a little bit more protection. It
Mm.
look pretty. If it could be green, would be perfect. But I'll take what you have.
Hmm. And he sort of, his arms come out and he's like, the bottom ones cross over his chest and then the other two rest on top of each other and sort of stroking his chin, and then he walks literally up the side of a display case.
Okay.
And goes back up to the ceiling. Where you watch him sort of rummage around, discard things that he's not entirely keen on, before he brings down what he thinks will work perfectly for you.
Okay.
And he brings down a green and silver trimmed cloak.
That is beautiful.
Yes, it was made by one of his ilk. And he points at Sasha.
Oh,
Well, yes, the pointy ears, the
Oh.
pale complexion. Is he not an elf?
I am. Yeah. Yes. No, you're right. I was like, huh?
sorry. I just think of Sasha as just our defender.
Uh-huh. And yet you say that you need more protection?
Well, I have a tendency to get away from them.
Oh! So you're not that bright, are you?
You don't have to be rude. I just like to help people.
There are things that I want to say, but I don't want this shopkeeper to be excessively rude. So, he holds up the cloak. It is a cloak of elven kind.
That is beautiful.
Oh,
Would
something
you
like
like
this. Something like this will run you 150 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. I have that. She hands him 150 gold pieces. Because I have 1,020.
Why the fuck did I give you people that many? No, you have a lot because you have access to your father's hoard.
No, I got it because I was the one that helped. Anyways, I can't remember what it was.
Okay. Well, you now have a cloak of elven kind. And then he looks at the rest of you. Well, what about the rest?
What about a cloak of protection against magic?
I'm not sure if I have that. Let me see what I can find. And he scurries off once more. And you're free to walk around and observe and see what you find. Passions. Kind. Ability.
Hmm.
Oh, I found a fun one, and I think that Sasha may want it.
I mean, I was just kind of browsing, so that's basically what I was gonna do. I was gonna be like, I'm just kind of browsing around, seeing what's up.
Doing a lot of the same here. Kind of meandering my way around the shop, seeing if anything catches my eye. I might ask them for specific things in a bit, but, just seeing if anything jumps out at me as I look around.
I figured you would like that, Q. I saw that pop up, and I was like,
I'm a simple man. I don't know what you
I
want from me.
know. Okay, while he's looking for that, Monarch, can you find me exactly the item that you're looking for? Just because, I'm not pulling anything up, so if you could find me, the item that you're looking for, that would make my job a little bit easier, please. Quentin. He does come down for a moment while he is looking for what Monarch has asked for. And, he comes down with this cloak that seems to be sort of smoldering. And it is made entirely out of cured hide.
Oh.
It's dark, although it seems to have these runs of ember that go through it. Not amber, ember. As in, occasionally it'll be black and then it'll flare to life and then disappear again. No, because you don't summon a hellhound, you turn into a hellhound.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah, you turn into a hellhound.
Oh. Hmm.
So the cloak of greater protection is basically what I'm looking for.
Cloak of greater protection?
That gives bonus to AC as well as to saving throws.
Phew, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Huh. I don't even think that's a 5e. Oh, no, it is. There it is. No, that's just a regular Cloak of Protection. I don't think a Cloak of Greater Protection is actually a 5e item. It's a Pillars of Eternity item.
Okay, well, I found it in D&D Beyond.
Really? Hang on.
Shout out to D&D Beyond for being a compendium of magical items for you and your party.
Yep.
Excuse
I wonder if it's a homebrew item.
Could be.
It might be a homebrewed item. Also, Q, I'm about to send you a GIF, and it's going to explain what I'm talking about when I say that it's lit with ember.
Hmm?
So you see how it's
Oh, yeah.
It's roaming across the skin. That's what it's doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So, he doesn't come back with a cloak for you. Instead, he comes back with a ring.
Okay. So what does this ring do?
This, I believe, is what you're looking for. A cloak doing this kind of magic, it's too big. You need something smaller, something more compressed, and something with a higher quality gem in it. And he finds you the Ring of Spell Turning. Wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws against any spell that targets only you, not in an area of effect. In addition, if you roll a 20 for the save and the spell is 7th or lower, the spell has no effect on you and instead targets the caster.
Okay, I like that.
Okay?
How much is it?
That is going to run you almost 300 gold pieces. This is not something that is easily come by.
Okay, it's worth it.
Okay. Sasha, are you going
Yes.
to go with the cloak that'll turn you into a hellhound? Or would you like to look for something else?
I think I might look for something else. Just because I already have something that kind of turns me in a way, and it's myself.
Your party members do not count as turning you into things. Just
No.
No, I know what you mean, but just for the record, your party members do not count.
I mean, they kind of do.
But to be
Between
fair,
Fred
Fred
Hellhound
making you
is...
big.
Yo, Fred.
Yes.
What if we made a supersized T-Rex?
No.
DM, just out of curiosity, is there a class size 4 larger than Gargantuan?
I want to say it's colossal.
Okay, I'm just curious. Theoretically, the biggest thing I can turn someone into if they went one size larger than that.
I'm pretty sure it's
Just seeing if there's a name.
colossal, I think.
That's a big whale.
Yeah.
Have to flatten the town.
Okay, so apparently, according to the rules, nothing goes bigger than Gargantuan.
Okay.
However, I am saying something does, but it is going to take a lot of concentration, and you have to upcast the spell. Because you are basically trying to push the realms of magic to do so. And when I say upcast, you have to use your highest spell slot to do it.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Just so that the two of you that like to fuck around with the size of your party mates are on, we're all on the same page here.
Hmm?
And if you were going to upcast something, and I'm looking at you, Mom.
Me?
Yes, you! If you were gonna cast Reduce or Enlarge on something that is already gargantuan-sized, you cannot use your sorcery points to back that shit up. You have to do it flat. With your
Oh,
highest level
sure.
spell slot.
That being said,
cannot-
Fred.
Now,
That's-
and remind me, Enlarge Reduce is a first level spell?
Second. I think it's a second. It's a second level spell.
You cannot, if you're trying to upcast something past Gargantuan, You cannot use anything less than a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
So it has
That's
to be
fair.
from 4 or higher, but it defaults to the highest one.
Okay.
And every time you roll at a lower one, there is a chance it's not going to succeed.
I'm here for that, but also a
Okay.
T-Rex
Are
is
we
only
all clear?
huge, so we
Are
can
we
make
all
it
clear here?
gargantuan. Yes.
Okay, good. Sasha, what would you like out of the store if it's not going to be the Hellhound cloak?
I don't know. I just look around and just have a good time. Do you want me to actually find something?
Well, if you would like something, yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me go looking around. Oh,
I apologize, Zara, but teleportation magic is very rare.
I guessed as much. That's why I asked.
It's super rare.
And I know grimoires are not really something I'm going to find, so I'm putting together a list of like things I'd be looking for as well.
Yes, don't think I forgot about you, Otter. The offer is also open for you to find something here in the store.
Yeah.
Sure, Zara. If that's what you want.
I'm still browsing the store.
Okay.
But probably.
And by browsing the store, ladies and gentlemen, we mean we're looking through D&D Beyond to see what sort of magical items our DM is going to let us get away with.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yo, just let
Also,
me get them
don't
bag
think-
of beans. Hope for the best.
Don't think I don't see you with that +1 AC as if you're trying to put your AC up to like a 23. I see you.
My AC is, when I'm carrying the shield out, it's a 23.
All right.
That would
I
make
see
it a
you.
24.
Okay. I see you.
Tanky boys.
but my AC's not that high. Don't even have to look at me.
Aren't you 20 flat?
19.
19 flat. Okay. And we're not going to forget about the fact that you are, oh, right. Resistant to non-magical damage, you fucking werewolf.
Yeah, it's a
Really?
pretty nice bonus.
Like, why the fuck did I allow you to have that?
I don't know, you made it.
I
You
did
love
make it.
ya.
That was 100% my own made class. But, I mean, to be fair, the damn fears are just as powerful, so.
What is that?
Which, actually, I'm a little surprised we don't have one in the party.
I mean, if I wasn't doing this, I could have.
I know.
Having what in the party?
A damn fear.
It was a possibility on my list, but then you put a challenge in front of me to come up for a good reason that a Warforged exists, and now we're here.
And now we're here. I don't regret your Warforged, by the way. I love your Warforged because it really kind of forced me to come up with lore for them. So.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the challenge of, I will let you play one if you can come up with a good enough reason for them to exist.
Which you did. Which then spawned the lore for the rest of them. And allowed Cody to play his Warforged. Otter, anything that you're looking at in particular?
I am... Well, this is a list of... Here are things I would be curious to see if they have.
Of course you have a list! I don't know why I'm surprised.
Well, I've been working on a list ever since we got to the store. I thought that's what we were doing.
I know. I need to stop giving you people shopping episodes. Swear to God.
And if none of the things on that list tickle the fancy, that's cool. I'm up for just seeing what kind of weird shit they have here.
Okay, hang on. Let me take a look at the list. I'm not giving you a spell storing ring. It's not happening. I'm not giving you that power.
Can I have it?
No. You already have your item.
But I would only use it for one spell.
I don't care. You're not getting it.
Yeah, that's fair. It was wishful thinking, but I put it on the list just in case.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tempted not to give you Ring of the Ram, but that's mostly because I know what I did with the damn thing, and I almost one-shot somebody with it, so...
Ring of the Ram's fun. I also, number 2 and 3 and 5 would be very entertaining for Orion to have.
That'd also be really good for getting him out of, tough situations, too, which I'm okay with.
My ass sitting here like, Slipper's a spider climb, walk into shop, it's an arachnid owner. I walk up onto the ceiling to join them for a conversation. Hello! Fancy meeting you up here.
Okay, I will say yes to the Slippers of Spider Climb.
Orion's goal is just to become spider folk at this point.
He's a warforged trying to become a spider folk.
Hey man, all I gotta do technically is take a couple levels of, Astral Self Monk, and I can have the extra arms.
Yeah, technically. But you're,
Does a spider count as a beast?
No?
No.
Now I gotta find out. Hang on.
Me pulling it up.
No, they are! They are tiny beasts. However, spider folk count as humanoid.
Oh! I can turn into a ice spider, a giant spider.
God damn it.
Okay. I don't know what a spider
Q,
queen is, but that's on the list.
Q, the answer is yes, you can have this, but what you are doing is collecting the ink and the pattern. This man cannot do it for you, however, you will be encountering somebody soon who can.
Okay. I don't want to say what it is. It's fun. It's fine. Yeah.
When you find what you're looking for, good sir, it has enough ink to create what you're looking for, but you need the full bottle, and it's going to cost you 500 gold pieces to take.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I've got that.
I'm curious now.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
I gotta do.
I'm just
not good
real
at quick math.
curious.
500. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. That should have been an easy math. I'm just stupid. It's fine. Okay.
Zara, your answer is yes. Cosmetic changes, go for it.
Fantastic.
All right, Orion. Your slippers are made out of spider silk.
Mm-hmm.
His spider silk, actually.
Don't know how I feel. Don't know how Otter feels about that, but Orion's okay with it.
Remember, I have never explicitly stated where the silk comes out of.
You have.
That's for her.
Ooh.
Every spider may be different. Also, we're on stream. Stop that, Karisov.
Stop what?
I've just
exactly.
got the little squid from Finding Nemo. You made me web.
Yeah, something like that. With your magical items obtained, because I'm not letting you buy out this man's store. With your ehees.
Can I ask him a question for just other
Science?
stock while we're here?
What are you looking for?
Oh, nothing in particular, but seeing if they may have any scrolls and or weird shit. Specifically, I will definitely take the slippers. You haven't given me a price on those, but
Oh, I'm sorry. The slippers are. Hold on. I just don't remember what they are. Your slippers are going to cost you about 300 gold pieces.
oh, I can do that.
Sarah, did I give you an amount for yours?
You have not. No, I don't think I've actually asked for it on stream yet either. I'm
All
looking
right,
for
Sarah. What would you like?
I'm looking for the watchful helm.
He heads to one of the armor racks, picks up the helms, like puts them back until he finds the one that he's looking for. And it is, it's a decent looking helm, and it definitely fits your aesthetic. And he tells you that this will run you. Please hold. This will run you 300 gold pieces as well.
I fish around in my little change purse thing, pull out 300 gold, sold.
Why do I just picture Karasef like dumping his little coin purse over and like counting it out, like one finger on a coin and then like pushing it to the side and then closing it up. I don't know why. He just feels like the type.
Sure, why not? I'm
Has
game
like
for it.
a super cute coin purse, super like
a little cat.
polarizing to their personality.
Well, you
It's like
guys
a little-
remember the coin purses I got all the dragonettes, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's where I pulled my money from to pay the man.
Perfect.
Because
Love it.
Nakia holds all of my money. Because
Yep.
Well, it was very nice of Nike to get you that new item.
But yeah, ask if they have any spell scrolls on hand. Not anything in particular, just seeing if they have anything interesting. And or what weird shit they have.
He tells you that just about everything in this store could possibly be quantified as weird, so that's a little bit of a unfortunate thing to ask for. Like, you really have to be specific on the thing that you want.
I don't know, chaotic stuff like bag of tricks, bag of beans. What is it? The Howard's handy spice pouch. Just weird items. Any kind of random shenanigans they have.
He tells you that they have a book of beasts. And then he gestures to the books that are sort of like trying to escape from what is holding them closed.
You have my curiosity. What is a book of beasts?
Well, it's a compendium of every known beast so far in the world. However, it's not really a company, and it's not entirely accurate. It's sort of accurate, but not always. Sometimes the information is wrong.
Well, I'm curious, how much would a book like that run? And why is it trying to escape the case it's in?
Oh, it's trying to escape the case it's in because well, it's technically alive.
What?
Well, it's alive. Because it's a mimic.
Oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are level, what, 13?
11.
You're all level 11?
Definitely
Fantastic.
11.
They're level 11, and this is the first time I have mentioned mimics ever.
And I'm debating on purchasing one as a book / companion? Question mark? Do I know what a mimic is?
No. Everybody
Just-
else in the party knows what a mimic is, but you do not. They came into being long after you were incarcerated in your hole.
I look around the party at the mention of mimic.
And Sasha's like immediately like, I don't think that's it, Orion. I don't think that might not end well.
Is it friendly?
They tend to bite hard.
I
And
look
with
to the
intent.
shopkeep. Is it friendly?
It could
it's like
be.
it's like slow turn to it as it's trying to escape its hold.
You could be. It could be friendly. You've got to put in the work. It's like any other beast.
I have some rations on me if you want to try befriending it with food.
Can I see if it will like me before I offer to purchase it?
Unfortunately, something like this doesn't decide immediately whether or not it's going to like you.
Your parts can be replaced, right, Orion? Asking just to make sure. Just wondering.
Unclicks arm. Modular.
I just want to make sure.
Soldier,
case.
stop it!
What was that?
I said you are not the winter soldier. Stop it.
No, I'm the mountain wizard.
Damn it.
You know what? I'm just gonna make an intelligence roll here just to see what Ryan's thinking of. How much would you want for this book? For this mimic?
For this book, it's going to run you 500 gold pieces because it is a dangerous item. And I will only give it to you fully informed.
I look to the party and go, I do have the money, but if you guys are against it, I won't try. But it could help me learn of new things I could turn the party into when we need help.
As long as you'll allow me to watch over it as well, just for safety reasons. I'm not going to take it or anything. I just want to make sure it doesn't eat anybody in their sleep.
Are you requesting joint custody of the mimic?
Can I have it on the weekends? I'll babysit on Tuesday nights. That's my free night. I don't know if my husband will be happy with it, but
That depends how
he
well
took-
we train it.
that's you know what? If you'll allow it, I'll even throw in 250 gold to split the cost with you.
I'll split it with you.
Deal?
Just for giggles, I'm going to look to the shop owner and in Arachnia ask, considering everyone here has bought something today, would you consider a discount on the book?
Unfortunately, no. Because it is a dangerous item. I do not need you coming back to me with that one missing a hand, trying to get a refund and returning the damn thing. All sales are final.
Oh, I have no intention of returning it. And worst case, I have ways to contain it. It won't get out of hand. Just seeing if our patronage could be modified for some of the prices today, that's all.
Unfortunately, no.
That's quite
These
all right.
these items are very expensive and costly to make, and I make them all.
You made a mimic.
Well, not that one. I made everything else.
Oh, okay. I was about to have questions.
I could tell.
But you do fine crafting.
Thank you.
We will take the book, and I will split the cost with my friend Sasha.
I will also fork up the 250.
Okay. You guys fork up the money. And, you guys, you now have joint custody over a mimic book that contains the knowledge of beasts.
You know, I didn't catch the name earlier, but now I get it.
What do you mean?
Hold on. I'll send a GIF.
Please do.
It's in the main chat.
Yep. But we don't reference
Oh my God,
that
that's
series.
perfect.
Nope.
But we don't
Absolutely
reference that series
Nope.
anymore. That series is
Oh.
dead to us. But that is also 100% what I was thinking when I described this book.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What did everyone else buy? Monarch got a ring. Karasef.
No.
I got a helmet.
Otter got shoes. Monric got a ring.
Okay. Karasef.
I got a helmet. It's a watchful helm with cosmetic effect.
A watchful helm, you said?
Yep. So it gives me an AC bonus. I'm aware of my surroundings whenever I'm asleep, and have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. As a bonus action, I can cast the See Invisibility spell from the helm once per day. And then the bonus cosmetic effect makes it so that my face is shrouded in darkness and cannot be seen, except for 2 points that would be my eyes that glow red.
Aw, we're buddies.
Your eyes glow red?
My eyes glow blue. Actually, no, they glow red. That's in the
Yeah,
art.
no, in the
Yep,
picture, look at
your
that.
eyes
They're
do
red.
glow
Yeah.
red.
Mine
The
glow
magic is
a
blue.
bright blue when I take my other form.
So now, that means when you take your other form, your eyes will be purple.
That's kind of badass.
It is kind of badass.
And Sasha, we only know they bought some kind of ink.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
That is correct. You're
Okay.
unsure if it's pen ink or another kind of ink. All you know is it's ink.
Sure. I guess with Sasha's help, we're going to go and try collect our book from the case it's in.
I have my do my like gloves count as sort of like, if it bites, is it, I mean, it's gonna crush into the metal, sure, it's gonna do its thing, but at the same time, at least it's not gonna take my hand right away.
This is true.
The book wouldn't be more than 10 pounds, would it?
No,
Cool.
but you can't put it in the bag of holding.
I don't plan on it. I'm going to use Mage Hand to try and hold it while the case is opened.
What if we feed it peanut butter? Would its mouth get tacky?
No.
Oh,
Honey.
molasses.
Also, no.
I will try and offer it like a piece of meat that I would have on me first. It's gonna try and nip up my hand, I get that, but at the same time, I have wolf-like reflexes. So I'm hoping for the best here.
I gotta roll you my portents for the day.
No, you don't.
No, I don't?
No, you do, because I don't want you keeping the ones that you've got. Give me new ones.
Make 'em
Well, we
better,
had a long rest. I have to sleep. Well, I don't have to sleep, but you know what I mean.
Alright, Q.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
you know what?
Christ.
A good first step to any sort of like parental relationship should be a peace offering of sorts. A snack, per se.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need me to make me a roll? Or something? Does this count as animal handling? Shit at that, but I'll do it.
Technically, yes. Give me animal handling at disadvantage,
Yes.
because, yeah, this thing is...
Be nice to me.
Just nice.
13!
You
Nice.
you offer it food. It takes the food and
a
about
finger.
this much of your damn hand.
We're
Like,
gonna have to like
like
figure out
I would turn you into Luke Skywalker if you didn't have that armor on.
Perfect.
Which also, by the way, May the 4th be with you today, everybody. It's International Star Wars Day.
Oh.
May 4th.
May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
That's okay. Tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th.
Oops, accidentally sent those to Q. But there you
That's
go,
okay, I'll
Maddie.
take them.
Wow, those look an awful lot like the ones that you sent me last week.
Only slightly different. Last week, it was almost that.
No, the last time we played,
Was it also that? Oh
they
yeah,
were
look
the
at
exact same numbers.
that.
You fuck.
I'm using like 7 sets of D20 here, man. I'm just grabbing
okay.
2 and rolling.
Can I? Okay, it's on my hand. That's great. That's awesome. Can I try and intimidate it to let me go? By baring my teeth and growling at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, this is my deal.
I
Nat
know.
20 for 29. Holy shit.
We're not
Fred,
good
how
at
close are
animal
you-
handling, but
Fred,
we're real
how
good at
close are you
intimidation.
standing? How close are you standing to Sasha right now as they're attempting to deal with this stupid book?
A bit.
Uh-huh.
Close.
Okay. Well,
Whoops.
Fred?
Oh. We
Oh,
lost somebody.
who did we lose?
They've
that-
returned.
hopefully everything's okay.
So what do I have to do?
You ever seen a grown man growl at a book?
No,
That's
so
current-
it lets you go.
Yeah,
You're still gonna take a little bit of damage though.
that's fine. I figured. I'm a
Uh,
chunky boy. I can take it.
You're gonna take garbage. There's what I want.
Would Orion not be the closest to me because we were going for it?
I'd be right there next to you.
Okay, good. That sounds great. You're going to take 24 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Q.
Is that halved? Is that magic?
Hmm?
Is that magical?
Yes.
Just check.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, it's not all damage. It's just non-magical slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage.
Resistance to non-silver or magical weapons. Oh, maybe it's just weapons then.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
That's fine.
Otter, Orion,
Yes.
you have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because this thing lets go of Sasha, and in doing so, winds up attached to you.
Do I have a moment in between that?
No, you
Okay.
don't.
Well, I'm gonna do something. This is a sentence I didn't think I would ever have to say.
Can't wait to hear this coming out of your mouth.
I would like to cast suggestion on a book.
If I'm not mistaken, you can't.
You suggest a course of activity, influence a creature you can see and understand you. Creatures that
Because
can't be
guess
charmed.
what can't understand you? Because mimics don't know any languages.
So can I see the damage that was done to Sasha?
You can see the damage that was done to his armor.
Cool. So I'm going to reach out and touch Orion and put resistance to acid for him.
Okay. For the record, this thing is just stuck to your chest. And it is flapping its teeth, like, fanged, covers together, as if trying to get up to your, head, as if to, sever them. Sever it from your body.
I guess we're just gonna... This counts as a creature, yeah?
It's not technically.
Would it count as a creature or a book or some kind of mix
So
of
okay,
the two?
so the reason why I'm saying not technically is because it's called a monstrosity.
Okay.
Which is technically a creature, but also I wouldn't quantify it as one. Like, this thing's a monstrosity. This is beyond the realm of a creature and shit that you would expect.
More what I'm asking is, would polymorph work?
No. Because you're gonna polymorph it, and then it's just gonna use its shape changer ability to go right back.
But it would lose its shape changer ability with polymorph.
I'm gonna say no. Polymorph's not gonna work on the... Polymorph is not gonna work on the mimic. Look, you bought this thing being fully aware of what the fuck it was.
Well,
And also,
you-
the highest the highest CR rating of a mimic that is currently in D&D Beyond is only a CR 8. So I'm doing, quite frankly, whatever the fuck I want.
that's okay. I'm going to give it a deep sigh. I'm going to sigh at it. And then I'm going to pat it on the spine.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Because I froze again for a grand total of 30 seconds and missed what you said.
I'm going to let out a deep sigh, look down at my chest with this thing grabbed onto it, and, pat it on the spine. You're gonna go to a good home. We're here to take care of you. And I'm going to just cast Wall of Force to bubble it off of myself. So it is now in a little hamster ball of stop it. It's in
Hamster ball of
timeout.
shame.
It's in timeout, is what just happened.
Punishment ball. Got it. We're gonna have to come up with a name for this. Little bookman.
By the
Code
way,
of shame.
after I do the protection of energy, Fred's got the fuck away from them.
Did you seriously just put the mimic in timeout?
Yeah.
I did?
You know, sometimes good parenting involves being strict. I don't
There
know
are
anything about
repercussions for your
I've
actions.
only parented rats, and they were both bastards.
I was about to say it. How well did that work out for you?
Okay, only the boys were bastards. All the girls, fantastic. No complaints.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's in timeout. I look to Sasha. We've got some work to do.
I just hold up my armored sizzling, and I'm like, yes, we really do.
Okay. With everything now, settled, I guess.
I can't move the wall, so it's just kind of in a floating space in front of me at the moment.
Uh-huh.
I guess I will again. I will leave it there for the 10 minutes. I'll leave it there for a couple minutes. And then try and grab a hold of it with the mage hand again.
Alright. Well, you successfully grab it with mage hand, but it is still struggling.
Cool. I can just keep mage hand up for a while and tote it behind us as we're walking.
What?
Should we attach a string to it?
This thing is gonna eat a dog. I hope you know this.
It's not at ground level, it's up at shoulder level.
Should we get a little
Get some balloons and just tie it to a string on somebody.
Yeah, what if those baby carriages? And put the book in there, but tie it up, but put a cute little bow on the top.
A baby Bjorn.
We could wheel it around.
Fuck.
What if it's one of those the sorry, one of those baby carriers that sit on the chest? Would it be
chest
tight
harness?
enough? Yeah, I can carry it
they are called baby Bjorns.
Oh, I was thinking the push carriages with the protection from the sun, so he doesn't get sunburn or something.
No, the one that you wear is called a baby Bjorn.
Yeah. Could you imagine a 6'9" man?
Yes, I can't imagine it.
But it's a mimic book.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I think it's a fun idea.
It is absolutely
Where's Koss when you
ridiculous.
need him? But
Well, I'll be happy to
yeah,
try and artifice something together.
Something to keep in mind, I suppose.
yes, we do have a smith and an artificer in the group. They happen to be both the same person. Yeah, that might be a good idea there, Monric. We might be able to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe wrap it in leather or something and tie it up.
Me sitting here just like, I wonder how many times it needs to be banished before it understands it should listen. You see, the
I don't know.
timeout ball is one thing. Go to a different plan.
You know what? This is the serious timeout. We'll only call you back before you're banished forever.
Yeah, no, the circle is timeout, banishment is grounded.
Oh, it's good to set these ground rules in advance.
Just Sasha and I talking about parenting this mimic as we leave the store. But
Sasha
yes.
is 0% a parent.
We could.
It is very, very much held by the mage hand, just like floating behind me at this point.
Please keep that under control.
Yes, keep it under control, because nothing could possibly go wrong with a sentient, flesh-hungry book!
What if we throw it at our enemies?
No! It is not a
Weaponize
weapon!
the new party pet.
Fuck.
It's like we adopted like a goblin from the street, but instead it's a sentient book.
Have you ever read this really interesting book about beasts? Throw.
Bruh.
That's so smart.
Also, I was 100% calling out Volo, by the way, with shit that's just not accurate.
That's quite all right.
Because it's actually true. Like, they say that Volo had, like, his book was the most distributed, but it had so many errors in it.
Spell check.
Oh, not just spell check, just information just being straight up wrong.
A spell that does spell check. Spell check times 2.
Uh-huh.
Roll for
All right.
copywriting?
Yeah. Anyway, moving forward. Sorry. Once you guys have your items procured and the mimic is under supervision, there's no reason for you to stick around this town. There is nothing that you guys need to handle here in town. And you guys could just continue on.
I thought we had a thing in Watandi.
Do you have a thing in Watandi?
Me flipping through my notes real quick to find Jongvale, Crydon, Quanma, Golden Lead, and Skegness. So no. Quanma would be our next stop.
Yep. So, you guys head out towards Quanma. Take one more day just to sort of rest, relax. You manage to exhaust the mimic to the point where it doesn't fight and sort of rests for the night. And then, you head out in the morning. And in the morning, you find yourselves on the way to Quanma. Now, there is a question. No, not yet. Okay. As you are headed towards Quanma, please hold. Sorry. It's been a very long day of looking at numbers. Doing a whole bunch of year-end stuff at work.
Oh, hey, it's a new day. Didn't even get to use those numbers.
Nope.
Sending fresh portents your way. They are not the
Hey.
same.
Thank God. If they were, I would say you're a cheater. Hey.
Does anyone know anything about Quanma? Karisef, you've spent some time in these parts.
All right, what do I know?
Hold on. I'm quickly reading up on what's supposed to be in Quanma. I created the world. Do you think I can remember what's in each city? Fuck no.
I could tell you the item we're going to Quanma for.
What is
It's
the item you're going to Quanma for?
It is Hera's item, which is a pair of marital rings.
That would be correct. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Karisef, what you know about Quanma is that it is ran by a contingency of dwarves and fairies. This city, unlike every other city you have been to, is not ran by a pair of knight lieutenants only. It is ran by the leadership is shared between both the military component and the political side. And oh my god. Yes, of course. Just the yeah. So, okay. The mayor, who is a female fairy, whose name is Scorpia Islelight, and the knight lieutenant, whose name is Nikolai Hammerforge, who is a male dwarf.
One more time on those names.
Write the names out for us, please.
Mayor Scorpia Islelight and Knight Lieutenant Nikolai Hammerforge.
Okay, that writing sucks.
Now, despite them sharing the burden of leadership, Karisef, you also know that this is a hive of scum and villainy. If you want to get caught up in a political war between warring factions within a city without having to leave the comfort of your home, you go settle in Quanma. I promise I did not make that up just because it is May the 4th. That was already planned. You know that there are families that run criminal organizations. It is well known that they run criminal organizations, but they pay the priests and acolytes of the Temple of Athena so well that they can get out of just about anything. When I say that these are fairies, I mean that these are like the Fae. And these dwarves aren't much better. I'm sorry. Were you expecting stereotypes out of this game?
I'm just trying to
hope not.
picture Dwarven Fae, and it's a great mental picture.
Okay, now I'm just picturing really tiny dwarves with really big beards, but they fly kind of the way the Ice King does in Adventure Time, using their beard as wings instead of having pixie wings.
All right,
If
but this
that's
is what
not
you know.
begging for art, I don't know what is.
But this is what you know. You really don't know much more than that.
I share the information with the rest of the party, of course.
Interesting. I'm sure we could pick up some intriguing information in that city.
Yeah, Zara, I'm aware, which is why you have avoided Kwanma for the most part.
This ought to be an interesting trip.
Because you would go on a homicidal rampage through that town.
This is the way.
Okay, Mando, calm down.
Is there something you wish to tell the class?
No?
Wait, have you? No, Q, you would already know about this.
Oh, I do travel quite a bit, so actually that was my next question if I knew anything as well.
You
but-
knew about it, and given both of your paladin statuses,
Yeah.
you have both stayed the fuck away from this town. Because, like Karasef, you would also probably go on a homicidal rampage through town, purifying all of the crime from it.
I don't know about that. Maybe
If Karasef turned it into a game and a challenge, would he?
with Sasha?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ooh, hold on. Sorry.
Like, if you can kill more criminals than I am, I'll buy us the first round of drinks or some shit.
Well, Sasha's a good boy. He just
Yes,
eats
but
a lot.
But when confronted with that much sin and tyranny...
Listen, Sasha, the place smells terrible.
Like,
And I got an extra sensitive nose. I
if you
understand.
activate divine sense in this town, both of you are probably going to vomit.
I think I'll pass for now.
I'm over here just like, criminal connections.
No, to be fair, this is information he's sharing with you guys while you're on the road. You haven't reached Kwanma yet.
Okay.
You're 3 days out from, like, you're 3 days into your journey to get to Kwanma.
Did we travel on, like, did we walk?
No, you're on horses.
Then I am on, Lapa?
Yes, you're elk.
Thank you.
Also,
Oh.
Otter, you don't have to send me new portents. Just stick with those.
Okay. I'm
yeah.
just keeping track of days, because now it's only 4 days until
Yep.
my first language is done.
And then
Saw-
you hear, in the distance, the familiar rumbling of a cart.
Oh.
And as it draws closer, you recognize the group that are seated on the cart. As you have found the Clockwork Caravan once again.
All right.
I don't think I was here for this.
I've never seen these guys before.
Stasha and Karasef were not. Everybody else has been.
It's true.
The players were, because you guys were playing Calyx and Yugen at the time.
Calyx. How this would be so different if he were here.
Alex would be
It-
right at home in Guanma.
In
Like,
those
shit, my
3
people.
days, could I have attempted to slowly befriend or get under control this book?
You can both give me animal handling checks at disadvantage.
At
I'm gonna tell you-
disadvantage.
I'm gonna
At
tell you
disadvantage.
my
I need to find Tick.
Yes.
Well, that would have been a natural 20 without disadvantage, but with it's a 16. 14 plus 2.
Q.
it's a 3.
Yeah, alright, between the two of
It's a
you.
nat 1.
Between the two of you, you managed to get some semblance of work done on this damn thing, but for the most part, you have been unsuccessful in trying to tame it.
Yeah, these things take time.
Sir not appearing in this life, they haven't figured that out yet. They're working on it. But I mean, it's a mimic, so options are kind of limited.
Or are they? Just keep feeding it random
Sometimes.
foods till we find one it's happy with?
Yeah, yeah. I slowly but surely would start doing that.
The world is your oyster, little book. Just
And
not
oysters can
us.
also be eaten.
But yes, Clockwork Caravan. Sorry to
That's okay.
segue for a second.
You guys are, greeted like old friends. Well, the 3 of you that they know. They're a little bit more wary about the 2 armored individuals that look like they could snap 5 of them in half.
I will have introduced them and saying, these are our new companions.
Ah. So what happened to the other 2?
They've gone to their home and continued on with their lives.
Oh, that's too bad. Does any of your gear need to be repaired? Since we're encountering each other yet again.
I think everyone's good, but is Tick around?
Tick actually comes out around the back and gives you a small wave. What could I do for you?
Fred's going to hand out the bottle of ink
Mm-hmm.
that she has found. I was told that you should be able maybe to help me with this.
It won't be me.
Oh?
And it's actually the ranger that hops down off the top of the cart.
Hi.
You want somebody with the steadiest hand,
Absolutely.
which is going to be me.
Cool.
And then he takes a bit of ink, not the ink from your pot, but something a little bit lighter and easier to remove from skin. And then he looks at you and he says, "Well, what do you want?"
I want a dragon on my shoulder.
Are you getting a magical tattoo? Was that not the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a dragon?
It's a barrier tattoo.
Is it a
Do whatever.
dragon?
No, it doesn't matter.
No, Mom, it kinda does. Because if you're getting a spell tattoo, it has to have all of the required components and sigils and shit. Which you can't really hide within a dragon tattoo.
This is all the information that I've got. It's in Roll20.
Okay. That's fine. It still requires sigils, which you can't hide within a dragon tattoo.
Okay, then I have no idea then.
Okay. When you show him the scroll,
Mhm.
he will take some artistic liberties with it, but there is only so much ink in that pot.
Yep.
He tells you that this is going to take 2 hours to get done.
Mhm.
And that you must be concentrating on that spell and what this is for pretty much the whole 2 hours. Give me a Constitution saving there, please, Mom.
I don't know if it would count, but seeing Fred go over and producing that bottle of ink, that probably looks like the one that I bought.
Just smaller.
Smaller. I would be going over.
You also
as well
have a
to
scroll,
see.
by the way. You also have a
Oh.
scroll with the instructions on what to do.
Oh,
with
okay.
it. Well, it's because
then-
if you don't have the instructions, then they can't do the ink.
Okay. I would definitely like go over and like just kind of watch. So I don't know if my +5 counts for the saving throws.
Would you take a look at the fact that she just rolled a nat 20?
But it could be a 30. 32.
+5 actually.
So it's 32.
32. Yeah, 32. You don't need the help, but you're doing
I
great.
appreciate it.
This is gonna be like a no. This is gonna prove the fact that just women are better at getting tattoos. Watch.
So fucking true.
What?
Fred,
I have
you
no
sit there for the
arguments
whole.
with that statement.
Fred, you sit there for the whole 2 hours. When it's done, the special needle used to make this tattoo disappears from his hand and also becomes part of the ink that goes into your skin.
Mhm.
And you now have the barrier tattoo on. You are now attuned to this item. If at any point you lose attunement to it, the ink disappears and the needle appears in your hand.
Mhm. So
Well,
what's
that's
the
handy.
rarity?
Did I not give you a rarity at the time?
Nope.
Your rarity is rare. Alright,
So
Sasha.
15 plus my dexterity modifier.
To a maximum of 2, Mom.
Yep.
Alright, Sasha. He takes a look at the design for yours.
I want. Hold on. Wait, I had it. I was secretly hoping for this, but not all the way up. You know this. Not the way up and not all the way down. Just like
Of
Lynn.
course it's this.
It matches the theme.
It does. It does match the theme. He says he can do it, but he tells you that this is going to be 8 hours.
Well, if there's anything I am, it's patience. If everybody else is okay with it.
Sure, why
I'm
not?
Introducing the rest of the party to each of the people individually. It's what, Omega, Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and Echo?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Names to be changed eventually, because those are copyrighted names, and I really need to fix that.
That was all the way back in episode 12? Yep, that was episode 12 when we met them.
No, Mom, your AC is 17.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Q.
Yeah.
You have to take everything from your waist up off.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Make sure helmet
And then-
is already off, and then.
And then Crosshair takes a look at you.
Hmm.
Where is the scar for Sasha that denotes what he is?
So, Sasha's scar, like goes like besides up his face and like slightly on his neck. I just
Not-
need to.
The bite scar.
No. Like, no. This is like it's all basically for the most part attached. All that everybody has seen is just the scar that kind of
Yeah.
goes on his face. I need to, find the correct like placement because I can't remember how far down it goes. Oh, my eyeballs. That burns.
like getting flashbanged while playing Call of Duty, and it's 4 a.m. in the morning, and all the lights are off.
Dude, I'm just that cat meme that's like, ah, you know.
Yep. Sir, not appearing in this life. I am so sorry that we set off your echo.
Sorry. So the claw marks go up the side of his face and down across his neck. There is a giant bite mark that envelops his shoulder and a good chunk of his pec. And then there are more claw marks that go across like his arm and his torso.
Okay.
Like, you know, when you grab something and it's like, here's one grab and here's one grab, the grabs just happen to be his side and his face and neck, and then the bite was in the center.
Okay. He takes one look at that bite and recognizes it for what it is.
Mhm.
And then you watch as he holds his hand out without saying anything to anybody. And Hunter drops a silver-tipped needle into his hand. He fits the magical needle for the magical ink into the silver-tipped needle.
Yeah.
And then gets to work. And you need to give me 1 Constitution saving throw at advantage, 1 normally, and 1 at disadvantage. This is beginning, middle, and end of your 8-hour session.
Fucking yikes. It starts bad. You wanted a con save, correct?
Huh? Con save, yeah. At advantage and it's starting bad. I love the fucking way this is going.
10?
This hurts!
I rolled a 4 and a 7. Yeah, because a silver needle.
He can't guarantee the damn thing's gonna work without it!
Ugh. Looking to kill me. You'll hear
Now,
my
roll a
husband
con
will
save
hear about
normally.
this. All right, that's better. What was it? +3, so that is a 17.
Okay. The pain starts to dull out as you just get used to it. Now, last one, at disadvantage.
Even Adira forsaked me on that first roll. Like,
She knew you were so full of shit.
I thought we were friends. What is that? Oh, okay. So it's, what is that? 15, 16, 17, 18. I
On
rolled a 15 plus 3.
disadvantage?
On disadvantage. The other one's a 19. I rolled a 15 and a 19.
Okay.
And that wasn't even Adira that rolled that.
Okay. You are exhausted, and the last thing you want to do is put your clothes back on.
Anything back on.
You
So
are,
the
however,
tree-
nice and close to a cold stream.
Hmm.
And you with the help of Wrecker and Crosshair, head to the creek.
Yeah.
Wrecker is there to make sure that you don't drown. And Crosshair needs to relax his hands after tattooing for 10 hours.
Can I cast like
Like he's not hurt. It's like it's just when you know that you've been doing something for a really long time with your hands or whatever, and it's just like you just need a break. Even though he took breaks over the 8 hours. Not really.
numb
He just
some.
needs to like
offers-
stick them.
Fred
Okay.
offers to massage. As
Yeah,
you know,
when he gets
she
back,
has
she'll
the-
take. Yeah. Use your priestess of Aphrodite shit.
Mhm.
Yes. So you get relaxed in the water. Like Fred, your ink is not your ink, your needle is gone. Consumed and made into the into part of the tattoo.
Yep.
Orion.
Oh,
You spend
yes.
the 10 hours here with this group. It's pretty much talking to Tech and Tech alone. You sort of start. You guys get into one conversation, and then it flows to the next, and eventually, everybody else sort of leaves you two just to do your thing. Because you are two very intelligent beings that are just talking to each other constantly, back and forth.
Comparing notes on the artificial limbs that we saw from previous towns with Maxim and all that. Yep.
You even notice that Echo has a brand new hand that works a lot better than what he had before. And they tell you that they had actually stopped in Travercraig to visit Maxim. And get a better prosthetic for Echo. Matter of fact, you even notice that Wrecker has a prosthetic eye, which is allowing him to see.
Fantastic.
And it is just it is basically two people who have hyperfixations talking to each other about their hyperfixations. Monric and Karasef, while the two of you are waiting for the other two to get tattooed, you head out with Hunter to help collect a meal and teach Omega a few skills that are going to help her with in life, basically.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, like you guys teach her like how to field dress, something you've killed. You teach her how, tracking. Hell, you even give her a little bit of combat experience. You teach her with wooden swords that they have on hand, and give her a little bit of combat training. Like, it's a useful exchange of time and resources for everybody involved. And dinner that night is delicious. They even get something extremely vegetarian for Fred. And in the morning, you all ready up to part ways. They're headed to Watandi. You're headed for Kwanma. With two of your members now having brand new tattoos. Orion now having another wealth of knowledge and a sending scroll so that he can continue to talk to Tech if he so desires.
Oh, hold on. Let me put that in my notes. Sending scroll to Tech. Now I have 3 of these things.
Yep. And you guys are ready to head out. And you depart, heading towards Kwanma. And Karasef, you're leading.
I'll lead the way.
Give me a survival check, please, dear.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure I get really bad scores on that. Hold on. Oh, I lost my tab. Oh, right, because I opened it in a different browser because Chrome hates me today. How'd I do?
Not great.
Not great at all. That's a whopping 7.
Yeah, that's not great. You're leading the party with confidence, but yeah, it's not so much that you've got them lost. It's just,
Oh no.
I'm trying to think of how I want to describe this. It's not that you get them lost. It's just that you said you knew a shortcut.
I was about to say, I know a great shortcut, guys.
And we come out of the brush and it's Watandi.
No, because he doesn't get you lost and he doesn't get you turned around. But it's not a shortcut. It winds up taking you guys longer.
It was a shortcut last time, I swear.
And they totally believe you.
Do I? Just out of
No. But you lie to Karasef to make him feel better, because this clearly wasn't what he intended.
Well, we'll get there when we get there.
Yes. So yeah, you guys proceed towards Kwanma. It took you a week and a half to get there.
We stopped
Oh.
Karasef from leading after like a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Here,
But
buddy,
you
my
did-
turn.
you
I'll
did
tap him
lose-
out.
You did lose most of your day with the caravan when
Yes.
you stopped with the caravan. So
Yep.
it takes you a week and a half to get there as opposed to the week it should have taken you.
Yeah.
Ooh! I am now proficient in Draconic.
Yes, sir. And yeah, so you guys have arrived to Kwanma. It is a city filled with stone.
Quick question for the party. What languages does everybody know?
God.
Dwarven.
Common, Tandrak, Elvish, Celestial, Draconic, Sylvan.
Oh, excuse me. My goodness.
Ooh. Well, with that remaining 7 days of travel, Sasha and Monric, would you be willing to teach me some Dwarvish during our travels? I'd love to learn.
Sure.
Sure. Love to.
Fantastic.
Have you decided which one you which language you want to learn next?
Yes, Sasha and Monric both know Dwarvish, so I would take those extra 7 days of travel to start working with them at nights to begin that process.
Okay.
You know, I just need 4 hours of sleep, so I got extra time to chain you if you like.
Ooh-wee. It'll still take me about 30 days to learn and figure out the language, but
Yep.
I would not say no to extra lessons.
It's okay. I am a terrible teacher. I am proficient in the language. That doesn't mean I am great at teaching it.
This is true.
And
I'm afraid the same would be true for Monric.
This is why you have 2 of us. The 2 of us equal 1. Equal 1. It'll be fine. You will learn basic Dwarvish.
I know how to
use it in my
say, where
travels.
is the bathroom? And that's about it.
Where is the bathroom? I need a bed for the night. What is your largest meal? And at least please and thank you.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I can work on
Or
all
meat
of the
plate.
curse words used at the forge, too.
Oh, man.
Where's the forge?
Orion's first Dwarvish is just a slew of expletives and yes and thank yous. That is all they know.
It never hurts to be polite. Doesn't matter the language.
So, like, kindly fuck off.
I didn't teach him that.
No, Monric did.
Or is that more of a bless your heart situation?
The day you deserve.
But yes, we have arrived in Quanma. Or outside of Quanma.
Yes.
What does it look like?
It is. It looks like it was built by dwarves. Everything is stone. Which is weird, because you also know fairies live here. And, fairies don't particularly like, well, stone. But it seems as though the stone was, like, you don't notice this until you get much, much closer. But the stone seems to have been made, like, the concrete that was used to make it was mixed with, a plant-based, element to make it easier for the Fae to, be there, like, and enjoy it. So, you know, it was built with harmony in mind. Sort of. And, yeah, that's Quanma. But, you are... None of this looks like a quarry.
Well,
Do we know who?
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Orion.
I was just going to say, I guess we go in. But what were you going to say?
Do we know who we're supposed to try to find?
Well, according to Karasef, we have a Scorpia and a Nikolai, who seem to be the leadership here. Am I saying those right, Karasef?
Yeah, sounds right.
So that may be a good place to start.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay? You, you go to find the mayor. As you're walking through, I need everybody to give me, perception checks, please.
You got it.
Okey-dokey. That's not even a D20. Sorry. Like, rolled it, and I was like, what is that? The numbers are so big. It's very strange. Perception.
That is a 15? 14. Sorry, 14 for Orion.
Okay?
It's a 14 for me as well. 8 plus 6.
Zara?
I'm sorry, what type of roll?
Perception, please.
Yeah, nope.
You all find yourselves 20 gold pieces lighter.
Hmm.
All of you.
Not surprised.
No, the one that should be surprised is Orion.
Yeah, mine's in a bag of holding.
And yet they still walked away with 20 gold pieces.
Well,
Just out of sheer curiosity, I have the alert feat. Would that not have made me aware?
No. The alert feat does not prevent you from being pickpocketed, dear. It prevents you from being surprised.
Well, then I suppose I'm not surprised that I'm down 20 gold.
That would be correct.
don't like this place.
Good. You're not supposed to. A place described as a hive of scum and villainy? Wow! Alright.
I use my hat to make me look more rugged, ragged, to see if it deters people from trying to get in my pockets.
You're not sure if it works.
I want to look as homeless as possible is what I'm aiming at.
Okay.
I guess
you successfully do that.
I just rolled for giggles, using a racist table. I look like a homeless tiefling at the moment.
Fantastic.
Well, then I will cast this to make all of us look like that.
Okay.
Just to make us look like that we have anything. Like just.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Alright, that's fine. And, you guys, continue on until you find the mayor's house.
Yeah, just a bunch of hobos walking into the mayor's house. What's going on?
Yeah, well, you get close, and then when you try and enter, you are stopped.
I would like to say for my head of disguise that I am still covered in all of the eyes as if it was the robe of eyes, but like hobo clothes. Just eyes
Yeah,
everywhere.
I got you.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
That's hopefully the receiving thought of looking at them, yes.
Alright, so you guys, approach and are stopped by a pair of fairy guards who, fly up, and sort of ask you what you're doing here.
We're on a mission to save the gods.
One of them stares at you and just, like, lowers a pair of spectacles, looking at the group of you. I don't mean to be indelicate, but you all are gonna protect us and save the gods? Really?
Looks
I think you may have tied on a little too much at the bar, my friend.
looks can be deceiving, my friend, and I will drop the spell.
I still look like a hobo.
So you wanted to come talk to the mayor under subterfuge?
No, this was just to protect ourselves getting through your town.
There's nothing wrong with our town.
Well, you have quite a few pickpocketers around here.
Well, that's not a problem with our town.
So you allow it? I see. Okay. We still would like to talk to the mayor, if you would allow.
I'll see if she's free.
Thank you.
I pull from my hobo cloak multipass
Fucking
and just hold it up to the guards.
It means nothing to them.
Fantastic. I still hold up a sigil at them as they send someone to see.
Yep.
I have been biting my tongue the entire time.
Yep.
Can't do it. Can't do anything stupid. Can't do anything stupid. Not here. Need to get stuff done. Little crime town, you know. It's fine.
Okay. The sorry, I just caught up with what's going on in the chat. Just the so you've been infected by venom. The soldier comes back and tells you that the mayor will see you.
I was waiting for it, but I'll be honest.
Yeah, me too.
No, the mayor will see you.
All right.
Thank you.
Good luck. And you are allowed to proceed.
These guards give off some kind of weird feel at all?
Everybody in this town gives off a weird feel.
Yeah, but with the good luck, I'm like looking hard at these two guards.
No, everybody in this town gives off a weird feel.
Okay. I'm just realizing at this point, I look like a hobo, and I have this like really angry book in a mage hand just following me around.
Right. I forgot about the mimic.
It's just growling and like trying to bite, but it can't. Oh God.
And
You know
as
something.
you No, go ahead.
You know something, Orion. Maybe let the mimic out. Maybe it might be hungry for a guard.
I'd rather we didn't.
You're right.
It's probably hungry.
I'm sorry. I just don't like them being rude.
So you punish them by being eaten to death by a mimic book?
I'm sorry, did you just suggest feeding the guards to the mimic?
Maybe.
After we're out of earshot of the guards.
After we're nowhere close to the little guards.
Red would be quiet.
But
What if it's the mimic's favorite food?
Oh.
If the mimic's favorite food ends up being town guards, we're going to have a problem. But that being said, we don't want to be stepping on any toes while we are trying to accomplish something here in this town.
Hang on. Mom?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to have a very frank look at what you suggested. Fred,
Okay.
who is neutral good,
Yep.
just suggested we should feed those guards to the mimic because they were assholes.
I'd like to take this moment and say I think we're all
It's
good
just a conversation.
influences
It's
on
nothing that I
Fred.
was saying we're going to do it.
Alex would be so proud.
I want you to know, if you had actually decided to do that, your alignment would have dropped.
Alex would
You-
be so proud.
You would
Yes,
have
Val
lost.
would be.
You would have lost your good status. You would have become chaotic neutral.
Calix is sitting
Fred's
here
just
just like,
tired
set
of
it all
everyone
on
being
fire.
rude to her.
Burn it down. They're mean to you? Light it. What are they gonna do? Their buckets of water mean nothing to a
Yeah.
giant building ablaze.
I still think I have a favor from Calix somewhere in my notes.
You
I'm
want to call
just
it? You
neutral
want to call it
good.
to burn this building down?
I'm just
Alex has
neutral
done
good.
less. For less.
Calix just gets a random sending. Hey, you want to burn down a town? No other context, nothing. Just,
I
hey,
feel like Calix would be 100% down for that.
Yeah.
Depending
Hey.
on where he is, like relationship line wise, like there's something that's going to come up in his future where he's going to quit being Mr. Hitman, sir. But
Yep.
he
You proceed into the building. Fred has her moment of psychotic want to murder.
And I guess Fred really wouldn't have said that. That's just me.
Fred had her moment of psychotic want to murder. And,
This town, it affects even the best of us.
See?
And, you enter into the mayor's office. As you enter, all of you are forcibly made smaller. Turned into the same size as the fairy whose office you now occupy. No, you do not get a save. No, you cannot counteract it because you have basically stepped into a Fey Wild.
Oh, the only question I was going to ask was, how little is Nakia?
Really little.
Oh.
Like, you instinctively know you're smaller, but everything now just looks, like, appropriately sized for you. So, like, when you meet Scorpia, you are all medium-sized. And I put that in quotation marks. As far as your perception is concerned, everybody is the same size.
Okay.
The office is well lit. It's gorgeous. It is like sun-dappled dewdrops in the morning, and it is beautiful. And then this chair turns around, and seated in the chair is the mayor, Scorpia Islewhite. Seated in her lap is a long-haired white cat that she is very slowly petting as she regards you all.
She's in her villain era.
Oh, for a second there, the way that sentence was, I thought you were saying she was a cat?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
And she pets the cat and regards you and says, "Welcome to Quanma. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Now, I would ask, what can I do for you? But quite frankly, I don't care what I can do for you. Because the real question is, what can you do for me before we'll talk about what I can do for you?" And that is where we're going to call it for the week.
We
Doing nothing.
Love that. All right. So, sorry. When we come back next week, we'll be picking up here in Quanma as they figure out what it is that they need to deal with, and then go figure out what the hell's going on with the quarry. And of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors, FX May Vary, a local band here in Toronto, our Patreon supporters, one of which is Mama Bear, and of course, we also like to thank D&D Beyond for being the compendium of 5e knowledge that it is. We have new merch in the store, so you should check that out. See if there's anything that you would like to pick up that supports us and helps us bring great games to you guys. We have a new game, hopefully starting soon in the next couple weeks. Hopefully, on Saturday nights. And, are Mondays still every other week, Otter?
Yep, they're going to be bi-weekly.
Is it this week coming up that they're playing, or was it?
They just played this week, so 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So join us again on Tuesday, where we have our... They're playing Valley by Night, aren't they?
Tuesday's Valley by Night?
Yeah, So Tuesdays is Valley by Night. Wednesday is still False Scotland Nights, where you can see Steve, who is one of our OG players here on Dire Bear, hamming it up with a group of fantastic role players. Actually, Jason is one of our OG DMs, and I would even say that Eric and
Sarah.
Sarah are OG players as well. Same with Ducka.
Mhm.
And they're both on. Those three are on Tuesday nights.
Yep.
And then join us back here on Thursday for what I think is the oldest set of OG players, which would be Quentin and my mom, and me, one of the OGest of OG, who was here right at the very beginning when we played Foundations of Adelar.
I was there.
Yeah, towards the very end.
I was there.
But you were there. You are correct. God, I can't believe we're approaching 4 years running with Dire Bear. 4 years, countless adventures, and so many more to come.
Great friends.
Join us on Discord if you want to see the shenanigans that we get up to and chat with us and get a chance to learn and, know the players as players and not just as our wonderfully kooky and slightly chaotic characters. So of course, ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic is still on, so please remember to wash your hands. Sanitize if you can't. Social distance if you're not feeling comfortable. Wear a mask if you're not feeling comfortable, you're not feeling well. Be kind to one another. And remember, roar for initiative. And we'll see you guys next week.